Welcome to Retrobot, the YouTube channel where we feed a friendly space robot a diet of pure nostalgia. I'm Clay.
I'm not. I'm Dawn.
He is definitely not Clay. And we are both super excited to show you Transformers Legacy Cyclonus.
Yay.
So this is the one from Hasbro Pulse. And so we get the special packaging that's really just black artwork on a brown box. But you know what? I like this packaging. I like the line art. We've got a nice line drawing of Cyclonus, which is probably just the wireframe model. Like, probably no human being actually drew those lines. But they did do the computer modeling, and I think that's still pretty cool. Not a whole lot going on the packaging. If you open it up, then there's some stuff on the inside, and you can see that right there. And oh no, I don't have a Cyclonus. That's because he's not there. He's right here. And so here is Cyclonus with Nightstick. And this is a retool, well, actually just a straight up repaint of Transformers Kingdom Cyclonus. And he is done in the original toy colors rather than the more animation-inspired light purple that the Kingdom version was done. And so, Dawn, you were commenting that he has this blue here, which I don't remember there being any blue on the original toy.
So I think there was a coloration there, but I don't remember it being blue. I remember him always being purple and silver.
Yeah, I don't remember there being blue. You know, I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out, and now I'm not sure that I'm in love with the blue. It seems a little bit out of place on a guy who otherwise is just purple and silver with orange windows. So, but you know, I don't think it looks bad, but it's a little bit of a deviation, and yeah, I guess maybe they were adding just a little splash of blue as a complement to the orange in the windows. But I would have, I think that I would have gone more with an analogous color scheme than the complementary color scheme. That's just me. So, of course, he is the Target Master version, and this is just a little bit of a criticism of Target Master. So you got your Target Master here, and he turns into this is actually probably this is a really nice Target Master as Target Masters go. Like he looks like a weapon. He looks like some kind of a gun, and he's got some interesting things happening. All of his joints are very nicely tucked into each other. So you know, this is a neat thing. And if you want to turn it into his little robot mode, or back in the day they were Nebulons, which were organic humanoid aliens inside robotic suits, which
green humans.
Captain Kirk would be excited. So you just fold the legs around, you fold the gun barrel onto his back, and then he's got ball joints at his shoulders, ball joints at his hips. So he's actually a decently posable little dude for a little dude. And if you choose, you can actually take this off of the hinge, and there's a little peg here, and he can hold that as a weapon, which you know, that's actually pretty cool. And what I like about it is you don't really have to do that. If you just want to leave it as a backpack, he can just have a bunch of back kibble, and that's not so bad. But here is the problem that I have with Target Masters as a concept. So you have him turned into a gun, and he rides on top of the vehicle, or he pegs into one of the holes on the vehicle. And then the vehicle turns into a robot and holds the gun in his hand and is like, shoot, pew, pew. when does he get to be a dude?
When the guy gets his weapon dropped, then he runs back to him.
So his only purpose is to run back,
or
like,
or Cyclonus left him in the weapons locker, and he's getting ready to go. He just calls for him, and the gun comes out of the weapons. Yeah, he's
so he's a trained pet.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing looking at him, like, he's good at being Nightstick, but I'm like, yeah, you got the orange face, black. But if you wanted true Nightstick, these should have been black, and this should have been a single barrel.
Yes, and here's the thing.
But I get it. It's a remold of another Target Master.
Yes,
I forget which one.
I forget which one. I'm sorry, I just don't know the Target Master characters. That Rob, if you know who that guy's a repaint of, then let me know.
I've heard the name a couple times, but I've just forgotten because I'm like.
I could check the wiki article, but but I'm not actually that. No, I like this guy. Okay, I do like this guy.
It's okay, but
if you're gonna have a little partner to go in your vehicle, then he should be able to ride inside the vehicle. And I understand that the reason why Target Masters exist is because in Wave 4 of the original Gen 1 series, they came out with the Headmasters concept, and they did make vehicles that the heads would come off and ride in the vehicles, but they wanted to take some of the toys that they had made from Wave 3 and give them a similar play feature, so they just made transforming weapons that would go with them, and then they didn't have to make working passenger compartments for the vehicles.
Yeah,
which
was how I got Cyclonus, because my original Cyclonus was Target Master Cyclonus.
And I know that the reason why you got him was because you wanted Nightstick.
Hell no. I hated Nightstick. I mean, I hated Nightstick because he was this giant box with a little barrel that just stuck.
And yeah, they didn't
gun, really... like this far above Cyclonus is already big beefy fist.
So this is Cyclonus's gun. All right, that's what it looks like. And now, how does this compare to the Gen 1?
I don't know. I never had the Gen 1 Cyclonus gun because I had Target Master and he didn't come with that.
Okay.
He only came with this turd.
But this is what a Transformer weapon normally looks like. And you could absolutely design a little mini-con figure that would turn into this and turn into a little dude about like that.
Don't forget, at the time, I mean, these guys were folded in half.
Right. They wanted a simple one-step. Yeah,
which is better than the later Target Masters, which was a little stick figure that had barrels.
Just a little barrel that would fold up out of the head.
Yeah.
But you got two of them, and I did like the way that they could combine because that made them look a little bit cooler. Like a little bit cooler. Like if you just had one, then it was poop. If you had two of them, at least you could put them together and make kind of stacked...
Was all the really tiny? You want just double Target Masters?
Why Wave 5? Double Target Masters.
See, because I remember the tiny Headmasters.
And yes, that was also Wave 5.
They were just tiny heads.
So
just
yeah. Well, they also folded in half, whereas the Wave 4 Headmasters were a little bit bigger,
and
they had two joints, and they had moving arms, I think.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a look at Cyclonus without his various weapons, and see, this is a cool ship. I always liked this ship. This is a cool looking. It's got the backwards wings. It is sleek. I mean, this is a spaceship, and it does have landing gear, which is very cool. Yeah,
original OG Cyclonus had landing gear.
Yeah, and with the. The jury's still out on the blue. I'm not sure how I feel about the blue.
Now that I've seen it,
it's hard to ignore.
It's hard to ignore.
But I will say the colors, other than blue, I love. I mean, this is what I wanted when I got Kingdom Cyclonus. And if I had known that this would be being made available, then I probably wouldn't. I probably would have waited and not gotten the Kingdom Cyclonus.
See, what's funny is I waited expecting to get the recolor And then I got Kingdom Cyclonus for $20 because
he went on clearance.
He went on clearance,
Yes.
and then I didn't even pay $20 because I got 15% off that.
Wow. So, dude, you suck. So, let's go ahead and fold in the landing gear and see that then he's even sleeker and more spaceshipy, which is very, very cool. But of course, we want to turn him into a robot. He turns into a robot. That's his job. His job is to turn into a robot.
I thought his job is to kill Autobots.
Well, he kills Autobots by turning into a robot. So we're going to start by disengaging the arms from the sides of the ship. And so here we go, and we've got the arms that come out here, and then we can actually bring them up just like that, just like DeLorean doors. See? He does the DeLorean door thing. And so then we're going to swing around to the back. We're going to open up the panels on the thrusters. I really like the thrusters. They look great. So we've got that. Then we open these doors. And we can go ahead and split the legs at this point. Fold out the feet. Just like that. We're going to fold down these thrusters and put them on the insides of those back panels. Just like that. And then we're going to close those. And now his legs pull up and out. And you see they're on a double jointed linkage here. And so we're going to bring that forward and just put this joint right behind the kneecap. You see how it kind of goes flat right here. So it's going to do that. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And then just put that forward like that. And now he has a robot lower torso. Look at that. Yes, he has legs and he knows how to use them. So, yeah, that's that sheer energy pantyhose commercial. So,
or ZZ Top.
Yes, or sheer energy pantyhose.
I gotta admit, sheer energy pantyhose is definitely the deeper, more rare cut. I'm betting nobody watching that video was thinking when you made that statement you were gonna go there. I will grant you that.
Thank you. So this is a unique maneuver. It swivels around so that the cockpit is now facing down his back. And then we need to open up this panel here and open up the chest panel here. So he explodes when he transforms. He just explodes. So we're going to do several things here. We're going to open up this door here, and we're going to open up this. And this one, I had trouble with it before. There. It's a little sticky, but you open up that there. You see how everything is just like, he's got everything open here, and then we start just folding things in, and it's brilliant the way that this goes. So you fold in the nose cone there and close this one. And then you take this one, you bring it up, tuck it in, collapse it inside there, and then you close everything down there. And then you fold it around, swing it around, exposing the head, and then you close the back and the front. And so now we have robot chest, robot head. That's cool. I mean, that's like magic. The way that all of that collapses inside really is, it's like magic. So let's go ahead and bring the arms around. We're going to close these panels here, and then now each wing transforms. Yeah, it does a full conversion. So we're going to start by folding these flaps back, and we'll do that on this side. There we go. And then we pull the arms away from the tab here, and tip the wing down, bend it over. It's also on this double jointed linkage, and then that's going to tuck behind the shoulder. And so now we have the forearm like that, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we pull this away here. We're going to tip this down and then bend it right at this pivot point here and tuck it behind the shoulder and press it against the back of the shoulder. And so now he just needs some hands. So we're going to open up the panels here, right like that. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this side. And then we just swivel around the wrists and close up the arm. And so once again, we will swivel around the wrist and then close the arm. And there we have just a masterful transformation sequence. Now, he seems a little bit dark on camera, so I think I'm going to brighten things up a little bit. Let me just go here and, yeah, let's go maybe one click more. So, does that help? I'm going to go a little bit brighter. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so.
Yeah, you can see the blue on the abs now.
Yeah, you can, so there he is. And honestly, he looks great. You can see how well the light piping works, especially with the exposure turned up on my camera. So, okay, you know, dark, light, dark, light. He's also got the cool translucent orange in his stomach and underneath his chest insignia. He is very, very faithful to the movie likeness. Yeah, he looks good, and he's got really nice articulation, which I will show you right now. So we've got head pivot, so he can say no, he can say yes. He moves all around. He's got very nicely articulated shoulders, up, down, forward, back. They can go all the way around. And then he's got a bicep rotation, a pivoting elbow. He's got, does he have wrist rotation? He's got to have, yes, he has wrist rotation. He's got a waist swivel. I mean, it's actually more of a crotch swivel, but you know, it's just below the waist. It counts. It works like a waist swivel, so he can do that. He can do the splits. And he can get back up. He can kick. He can run. I mean, look at that guy. He can do the Ministry of Silly Walks. So, you know, that's actually pretty cool. He's got actually a very good knee joint. So, you know, he can pull his legs back a lot because of that double joint right around there. Now, the only thing that I will criticize slightly is that the joint here, for transformation purposes, is not as tight as the knee joint here. So when you want to use the knee joint, this tends to want to bend first. He has pivoting feet here, and he has, of course, an ankle twist. So he can, you know, he can get into a nice A stance. Very, very cool. And then we can give him his gun, and look at the way that this gun is sculpted to fit his hand. I mean, it is beautiful. Like, the way that the geometry works, they really put a lot of consideration into making sure that his gun looked good and looked good while it was in his hand. And of course, he does have his Target Master partner, which we will transform once again, and we'll just pivot that around here and put his legs together. You have to kind of get them to stick together, and then peg them in to the gun barrel, and then we will get the arms to go into there. There we go. And now he can hold this gun too, so he can dual wield. Pew 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 pew. And that is his robot mode, and I think it looks really good. I like again. I really like the darker purple. I think that that it looks great, and this is a fantastic mold. I dare say that this is the best mold of Cyclonus that we've ever gotten. I do not have the Masterpiece Cyclonus. Have they made a Masterpiece Cyclonus? I assume that they have, but
No, I don't think.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, this is him. You can see all the detail in there, and
I don't even think they've done a Masterpiece Galvatron.
Really? Wow. Oh, he has some of that blue on his horns.
Yeah, he does have some of the blue on his horns.
He has some of the blue on his abs.
Some of the blue is what they use as a very dark purple on Cyclonus, but he had some on the wingtips, which they don't have here. They have it on the abs. He doesn't.
Let's go ahead and show him side by side with his Kingdom counterpart, who, with the exposure turned up on my camera, really looks washed out. But
I don't know. He's not that much. You know, he is very lavender.
He is very lavender.
I will admit that I was waiting because I love the mold. I was waiting for the show accurate repaint. But
or the toy accurate repaint.
Yeah, the toy accurate repaint. Sorry.
Now, one thing I do notice is that that he doesn't have a whole lot of paint detail, and they did include a sticker sheet because they're being all retrotastic. It is a foil sticker sheet, except it's the nice foil, not the crappy-ass foil that you got during Transformers Power of the Primes.
Yeah.
Oh, those stickers were crap. Oh my gosh!
I thought it was Titan Returns, but I thought that was the
no, it was Power of the Primes.
The last one.
Because if you remember, Starscream from Power of the Primes had stickers completely covering his wings, and they looked awful. Also, well, you know what? They had those stickers in Titans Returns, also because I remember Titans Returns. Optimus Prime that was a remold of Octane also had the foil stickers that looked terrible. So, yeah. But thankfully, Hasbro has moved on from those terrible, terrible times of the cheap-ass foil stickers.
They'll be back.
You know, here's the thing. That was around the time that they had lost a lot of their manufacturing overseas. Like I think wasn't that around after the tsunami hit Japan, and then they had to start getting things from Korea or something like that.
Well, no, they moved to cut labor. They moved from China to Vietnam.
Okay,
I think they're all made in Vietnam now.
But the first years of after they changed their location, we got some sketchy stuff. So you know he could use a little bit more. I might actually put the stickers on. And
they're toy accurate, you know.
I might actually do it. Normally I don't like putting stickers on the toys. Because they don't stay nice, and it's very difficult to get them on perfectly, and if they come out crooked, then they look like crap. I'm just like, I am so glad that in the modern era we have moved away from having to put on our own stickers, and now they gave me a damn sticker sheet. So I don't like. I understand it's retro. That's not part of the retro experience.
You paid more for that sticker sheet than this guy. I paid less than $20 for my.
I paid more so that I could get a remold of a Target Master that I already have, and this sticker sheet. But more importantly, I got him because he looks like this.
He's in the toy,
instead of look like this.
Accurate colors. He is.
And what I will say is that I love this mold.
It is a great mold.
This to me is one of the most perfectly designed Transformers toys that they have come out with in years. Every part of him transforms. His arm doesn't just hide away somewhere. It transforms into the wing. His legs don't just fold up underneath and then they have a molded booster somewhere. His legs transform into the back half.
And then you got that nose cone.
The nose cone, like everything about him completely converts. This is an elegant toy.
Oh yeah.
It is brilliant and elegant. And so, you know, Hasbro, you know, waiting and doing this one first and not telling me that you're doing this one. Ooh.
Yeah, but you bought
Ooh.
this one.
Yeah, I know.
If you
it
had
worked.
got that one, you wouldn't have got this
You're
one.
right. I wouldn't. So, yes, you got me to do what you want, Hasbro. Are you happy? Are you happy?
Because I would rather have those colors, but...
Of course, we'd all rather have these colors, except maybe for the blue.
The blues.
Yeah,
the blue.
blue's a
But I
little
was
bit
like
weird.
going, you know...
But you know, even with the
he's
blue...
Not, he's not going to go to stores, and he's not going to be on sale at Ollie's, so...
No. The only way that I could
not
get
even
him...
Not even $20. Not even $20 after sales tax.
You can be replaced. No, he can't. He can't. So yeah, I love this toy. Did I pay too much? Probably. Did I pay too much to own two of the same toy? Almost certainly. Is it almost worth it because it's such a darn good toy?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm going to say that it is.
It. I will admit that yes, it is a real good toy.
It's a fantastic toy, and I love it. And once again, though, you know, you get one blaster and one target master guy, and the target master guy is so chunky that you can't put him under the wing and have him land. So, you know, you don't get to have the visual balance of having one gun under each wing. So, but okay, I digress. Just use this guy's gun. Yes. Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna solve this problem right now.
No, I'm being downgraded.
Here, there we go. All right, it's perfect. Yes, that is how it works right there. Okay, now I don't regret getting that guy because now I've got. Yes.
No.
Yes. What? His gun comes back if he drops it. We've established that.
No.
All right, so yeah, that is my review. Do you have anything to add to that before we...
No!
Oh gosh. So if you like this review, then please give the video a thumbs up. Consider joining the channel if you have not already subscribed. And if you subscribe, click the notification bell so that you know when we're doing more short circuits like these, as well as our live streams, which typically happen every Friday night at 8:00 p.m. Eastern United States time. Also, we do have a Patreon. If you are in a position to help the channel grow, then consider joining our Patreon. We do have different levels with different rewards as our way of saying thank you. Seriously, thank you to all of our patrons. We really appreciate all the help that we can get.
Once again, we thank you for your support.
We thank you for your support. That's a deep cut at this point. So, with all of that being said, now, speaking of patrons, the Chaos Bringer himself is here to thank our patrons. Unicron, come on up and thank our patrons.
Thank you, patrons, our ultimate retro heroes. Thank you, Fitchbeer, Rob S., Matt White, Starhound, Setsune Wave, Dawn, Hope and Michael D, and Colleen. Thank you. And now, if you would not mind, I'm kind of eyeballing that little Target Master guy. I mean, you know, if you don't want them, I could, yeah, thank, okay, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. Stop putting things in my face! What the heck is wrong with you? No! Get. Oh. I hate human beings!
So do I.
So, thank you for that, Unicron. So, yeah, this is Clay, and this is Transformers Legacy Cyclonus with Nightstick, except that Nightstick is now being held by... Hold that one up. No! So, yeah, okay, I see what you're going for there.
No, I was showing the actual gun mode.
Okay, that's great. So, all right, this is Clay and Dawn telling you to keep it retro. Come on, do it. 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 Keep it retro.
Crotch.
No, bot. It's bot. It's... Jeez, you ruin the closing every time. What the freak is the matter with you? Gosh, jeez. I mean, it's Retrobot. We want people to remember the name.
I think they'll remember that.
Yeah, then they'll type retro crotch into their browser, and God knows what they're gonna get.
Chaos Bringer.